YouTubers, how are you today? Today I made Hello Kitty buns. Da, 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 da. My Panda has red bean paste and my Hello Kitty's has pork bun filling. If you'd like to see the recipe for the pork bun filling, click around here, I'll have the links, or you can check in the description box for the recipe. We want to do this recipe at least a day before so we can soak the beans overnight. So take the beans and pour it into a bowl and add some water and soak it overnight. The longer you soak these, the shorter the cooking time. The very next day, the water has shrunk a little. Take out the dirty water and rinse this out at least 4 times. Washing the beans clean. Man, that water looked super gross. And that's why we're washing this 4 times. Add the beans into a pot and pour some water in there, enough to leave an inch of water above the beans. Heat this on medium heat, covered for 30 minutes or until the beans soften. Stir this occasionally. You can test if they're soft by squishing it with your finger. Drain out all the water from the beans. Pour the beans back into a pot or another bowl. Sweeten this with sugar to taste. I'm adding 1 cup of sugar. You could pretend you're from the dark ages like me and mash this with a rolling pin. Or you could blend this together until it's smooth. And the best thing you could probably do is strain it after blending it, but doing that only gives you so much bean paste left over. Blend, 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 blend. Here it is blended, but I'm gonna strain it because I want a more smoother consistency, and when it's strained it actually tastes a little bit better. And here are my partially mashed beans, blended beans, and blended and strained beans. It's up to you to decide which consistency you want. Using a tablespoon, scoop up the red bean paste and pack it in there and scoop it out, just pre-molding it for my buns. Place it on a plate, cover, and refrigerate it. I'm using Red Star Active Dry Yeast. Taking a teaspoon of yeast, put it into a bowl. Just taking some of the flour, just a handful of it, and throwing it into the bowl to feed the yeast. Add in some of the water to dissolve this. Whisk it together until this completely dissolves. Add in the rest of the flour, the cornstarch, this powdered sugar, the baking powder, and the oil. Stir this together and knead it until it forms a ball, but add a little bit more water if it's too dry, just a tiny amount at a time. Knead this for 4 to 6 minutes. We don't need to knead it too much, just until it's smooth like this. Taking a clean bowl, leave the dough in there and let it rise for 1 to 2 hours, covered with saran wrap, until it doubles. Just very gently push down the dough to release the gas. Remove it from the bowl and just knead it for 4 seconds. Form a little log for easy cutting when you divide up the dough. But I want to weigh this out first and divide it by 12. So I could divide it into 12 balls. I want to shape these into balls, so using my thumb and pushing it to the shape of a ball, pressing it up against my hand. Get out your food dye. Grabbing a ball, split it in half, dye 1 ball red and dye the other one black. Oh, pink or red, whatever you're into. The black was super messy. And we need some of the dough to be yellow. Roll the dough out flat into a small disc. Add your desired filling. Pinch this up into a little taco. And you just gather it all up into a ball, flip it over and shape it to a better looking ball. Place it onto a piece of paper and flatten it down, pushing it down very gently. I'm just continuing shaping it to make it look cuter. Taking some of my black dough, I'm getting 2 small balls out of it. Just press it down into a circle. I'm making the ears right now, and getting a bench scraper or a knife, cut it in half. With a brush, lightly brush on some water onto the ear and paste it onto the bun. Do it for the other side of the ear. Roll another piece of black dough into like a bean shape and flatten it into an oval. And we want 2 small ovals that match for the eyes. I'm just testing it out, positioning it, trying to figure out where I want it. Then I'll add in the glue or the water glue and paste it onto my bun. Press it down gently with your finger. Rolling out 1 tiny black ball, that's for the mouth. Use as little water as you can for this, especially for the small pieces. You should use the tiniest amount of water. Lightly pat down the designs with your fingers. You want to steam these immediately after you're done making them, or at least cover them so they don't dry up. We're making a Hello Kitty bow by rolling 2 small pink balls, pressing them into a thick oval, and giving it some detail by using my bench scraper and lightly pressing lines onto them. Roll out an even smaller pink ball and press it down gently. Glue on your bow pieces onto the head. Then glue on the piece above the bow onto it. Using a pair of scissors, create ears. Roll out 2 small tiny black balls for the eyes. And a tiny yellow ball for the nose. Using the end of my brush, I'm pressing it down. Roll out little black lines for the whiskers. You'll need at least 6. These sort of look like rat poop. Yep. We want to give it some time for the water from all that gluing to dry, or else the colors will bleed when you steam it. So give it 2 to 3 minutes before steaming it. Arrange the buns in the steamers, giving it some space, or else when they expand they'll touch. Have the steamer ready and boiling. Cover the lid and cook for 12 minutes. Do not remove the lid for any reason. Turn off the heat and wait 2 to 3 minutes before removing the lid. Removing the lid too early will create drip marks onto our buns. Now I'm just cooking my pandas next with the same directions for my Hello Kitty buns. These buns came out a lot much better than I expected. The colors stayed vibrant. My pink is very pink, the yellow is very yellow. It felt really wrong to cut the faces of these cute buns, and I didn't even know how to do it. Here is the pork bun filling, and here is the red bean filling. Thank you for watching my video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to visit my social media sites down below, and if you have any questions, you could ask me anywhere on there or through the comment box. And bye!